must roll it.
Volunteers tribute. Okay. Looking at my notes. Hansel, Woods, and Krill decided to visit a thieves' guild, all disguised up. While we were there, we were able to run into... What was his name? Drex, who was working on some... What?
Druxus.
Drexus. Him, either way. And
The guy.
he... That guy, yeah. He was with Tabaxin. I can't remember her name. I think it was Addison or Addles. Had an ad in there, and she was looking through an encrypted letter or page stuff. Anyway, we were able to talk to him after he realized who we were, and he gave us info about a fella named Midnight Owl and how he disappeared 3 years ago because he was supposed to meet up with some lady called Nightshade. However, he's been spotted near the east side of town in the homeless encampment / slums, and in 3 locations specifically. Nightshade wasn't heard of. And well, yeah, we still don't know who these people are, but yeah. And then we grouped up with Paige, gave him the info, and then we're like, we're gonna go investigate these places. They seem like legit places of being just a normal homeless encampment, the fisheries, and then the guild, or the miners guild. We found out, or the rest of the group was reminded, that's how they know Drex. God damn it, his name.
It's on the screen right now.
It is on the screen. Drexus. I have it as Drax in my notes. Drex, the guy we know, yeah, Drexus. We're like, that's how we know him. That was good to know.
Dragonborn.
The Dragonborn fella. And we think there's something more to it, but at a loss of what further ado after we investigated the area, we returned home, and here we are now.
Pretty accurate. Gain your inspiration if you didn't have it already.
Oh, right. I think I had it, but it's always fun to have praise.
Fair enough.
It feels like we're looking at it, and the answer that we're looking for is written in like bold red marker, and we're just like looking right past it.
Only a little bit.
You
Only a little
just described every single session we ever played.
That's true. You don't
But,
give puzzles to your players. It never goes well.
One of them is really smart.
Well, I mean, it's like the simplest puzzle one could create. Like, I don't know how to make it simpler. But,
I don't know how to feel about that.
listen, I ran the puzzle by a 9-year-old, and it took him like 15 minutes to figure it out, okay?
You
Well,
did
maybe I'm
what?
not.
You heard me. A 9-year-old
That's
figured
not.
out the
You
puzzle.
made that up. That is not true.
And my niece was over here the other day. And I was like, hey, my player's having a tough time with this. Can you figure it out? And I gave him all the information and showed him the map and the locations. And they were reading it and looking at the information and looking at the map.
Oh no.
And they're like, oh, this is what they're supposed to do.
To ask more questions.
It's not so much asking more questions, it's ignoring the obvious. But, I do believe we had made plans for at least one of us to get legend lore.
Yeah. I can just like read my book for a while and then have it. Well, I mean, I have to do a little prayer, but then I'll have it.
Fair enough.
I hate the feeling of like it's right fucking there and it's super clear. Because it happens all the goddamn time, and I like to think I'm okay at doing puzzles. And sometimes I am, and sometimes I'm really not.
What I like to think is the school system failed us.
Did?
Well, 3 of us are Americans, so yeah, definitely.
Here it's worse somehow. Believe
Oh,
me.
oh, Jesus.
Our schools prepare you in no way for the outside world. They just prepare you to take tests, so the schools
Oh,
look
yeah.
good.
Oh, at least they prepared you for that.
Read and do math. That's basically it.
Yep. And if you're bad at either of those, you're fucked.
Sounds
Yeah, I'll
pretty
tell you
much
what.
like here.
I was always bad at math. And that part never changed. I stayed bad at math.
I was good, very good at math actually, until they started putting those huge formulas that I can't remember.
Yeah, that's really when it started to go downhill. When you start introducing like giant formulas with 8 steps, that's when I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this?
When they
Well,
started introducing theoretical sums,
Yeah,
that's where
okay.
I'm just like, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm dropping this for an extra science course, thank you.
Really, you can figure out imaginary numbers, can't you? And I'm like, no! Doesn't make any fucking sense!
Half the alphabet does not need to be in this one problem.
Oh, I don't know what it means.
Like, fucking every algebra equation I ever looked at was just like, why? I'm not gonna be a fucking engineer. I don't need this.
And the fact that
I don't even.
the fact that pi both has a completely defined sum and an indefined sum is ridiculous.
I don't even think engineers need math that much.
Eh.
Well, they do, but they can look it up easily.
That's true.
They probably just throw everything in the computer nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Like, you could literally set up a laser guide in the middle of a room and have it show you what the fuck to do. Shit's mental.
You can punch me if there's not a software already that just like you put every single variable and see if the building stays put.
It probably exists. I remember doing something exactly like that, but for bridges in school.
And here
Yeah.
we are, not able to solve a word puzzle.
Not even a word puzzle.
What the
No, with those bridges, if you put enough glue everywhere, it could stay.
Look, I had my one moment in this campaign where I knocked on a door and asked politely for it to open, and it worked. And that's all I needed.
Yeah, like that whole puzzle room was just kind of like your playground, and then here we are with a really simple thing. It's just full dirt mode.
Look,
I don't
we
know
are
if-
playing Where's Waldo with just the descriptions.
Well,
I
at least
mean, we
one
have
of these.
like the map.
Yeah, let's say one of these guys we have a very complete description of. So, hopefully, after we pop legend lore, we'll know quite a bit more.
Oh, because I'm not seeing.
How many of these things did I write down?
We didn't get any description. We just know that Nightshade is a woman and Night Owl is a man. No, we don't know if he's a man.
Yeah.
I was referring to one of the other syndicate members.
The
Oh.
dragon. We have a very detailed
Yeah,
description
We have a
of the
complete
dragon.
physical description,
Exactly.
which is
I'll
good
never
enough
figure
for
out
legend
what
lore.
temple.
So that part that's helpful. But this midnight owl and nightshade thing is really bothering me. because the things we could feed into legend lore about Midnight Owl are he was going to meet a woman called Nightshade. He disappeared 3 years ago, and he was at a fishery, the Miners Guild, and what was the other place? A homeless encampment. It's like 5 things, and they're not very descriptive. But I feel like they might help still.
Remains
So
to be
depending
seen.
on what we want to take care of first, because I only have 1 5th level spell slot, so we're gonna have to make our cast of legend lore count.
Or just have Hansel take lots of micro naps throughout the day.
Yeah, tons of just like sitting around reading my book, not talking while I walk.
Everybody looking at you, judging while they wait.
What else is new, honestly?
I have to wait for that
What do I
long. I
even
might
need to-
commit some crimes.
What do I even need to cast legend lore? I feel like there's some components I need. Is there? Or am I making that? Incense worth at least 250 gold pieces, and 4 ivory stripes worth at least 50 gold pieces each. That's 450 gold pieces.
Everything you could want about a person or entity.
Yeah, that's fair, actually. For a 5th level spell, yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. Well, time for a long session of sitting around, drinking tea, and
You too?
waiting.
Got me some peach iced tea going on over here. It's
Ooh,
hot as
nice.
balls outside.
Yeah, it's pretty hot out there. I was, even though we just had a fucking tornado roll through last night, now
God
the
damn.
sun's out and it's hot as hell. Hey, that's Oklahoma, man.
We had like
It's always
3
been like that.
straight days of rain after the smog cleared.
Exactly. Oh, I mean,
There-
good, but like, Jesus.
It rained the whole week here, and it's freezing cold right now.
Man,
So
Yeah,
I
I
was
saw the
just
picture you
outside
posted
in the
earlier that
fucking-
it's like 16 degrees out.
in the fucking sweltering heat, making burgers on my grill. Too many flies and I hate summer.
let me translate the temperature to American numbers.
I don't know. 16 is like mid 30s.
It's 50 degrees, 55 degrees
Sounds about right.
Oh.
Fahrenheit.
I was way off. I have to unprepare one of my spells. That one. No. Actually, I've never used Bless once, so get the fuck out of here.
In the morning, 3 a.m. it makes like 37 Fahrenheit.
Oh, nice. I'm a little ghoul. I like being cold.
I can't shake your hand right now, but pretend I did.
I will.
I prefer the cold too because you can only take off so many layers in the heat.
You know, everyone does this argument. My argument is I don't pass out in the winter.
Fair.
Mm. Well. Time to.
How many
Yes.
5th level spell slots do you have?
I have 1.
I hope you don't need to use very many.
No, I mean I like all the spells I have in here, but this is what's gonna get us to some. Like I mean, the only ones I mean, these 2 are always prepared, and Flame Strike and Mass Cure Wounds are nice, but I have other spells I can use in lieu of those.
While
I'll
Hassel
live.
rests, can I look around to see where I could possibly buy the spell components from Clone?
Oh yeah, take
So-
450 out and buy the spell components I need for fucking for Legend Lore.
And I don't
That
even
can be
think the
arranged
ones
for
you
the-
need for Legend Lore are even used up upon casting, are they?
Well, I mean it's
Oh, yeah.
incense, so you have to burn it.
Yeah, the incense gets consumed, but
But the 4
the
ivory
ivory
strips we
strips
can
don't.
keep.
so you just gotta keep buying fucking 1-pound bricks of incense every time you want to learn some shit.
Open the war room, and it's just gonna be like this entire smoke cloud. Hansel, what have you been doing?
You
Gods,
have
this drink
no
is
idea
addictive.
how bad it is for me to breathe all this in. It cannot be good. I'm sure in smaller amounts this has some sort of benefit, but this much, no. I think I'm going to die. Again.
Scroll back up.
Oh, computer, stop making those loud noises. You're scaring me.
Alright, so how much are we spending here? Because I know Paige's thing is going to cost $3,000 each.
12,000 in total.
Ugh.
You doing that
That's
all in
so
one
much.
shot, or? We definitely have that.
12,000?
Yeah, 3,000 times the 4 of us.
Oh yeah, because we need 4 clone jars.
But hey, that's
Krell, didn't you?
died and you came back.
Oh yeah, that was another thing
No,
we
I
were
just
planning
forgot.
on doing.
I just forgot that Paige wanted to clone someone other than himself. That's what I thought.
Do you think he's going to throw out his meat shoots?
Yeah, true.
Okay, I'll ask.
Like the diamond, I kinda get it where you could find some, but where the hell you find a vessel that's worth 2,000 gold pieces?
That's the
Premium
fun
copper.
part. You typically don't.
Yeah. Not to mention, it's like, how is the worth of something decided? Like, if I tell you this pen here on my desk is worth $500, does that make it worth $500?
I mean, have you ever been on Facebook Marketplace? That's what it feels like over there.
Just a little bit.
There's some
Ah,
wizard
yeah.
math to define the value of such things.
Probably.
I said it cost this much. Wizard math.
Yeah.
My
Actually,
favorite kind
just
of
for
math.
fun, I'm going to make the equation right now.
Oh, I think there's like arcane gods, so I'm sure they kind of look at it and they're like, yeah, that's right. He paid the right amount for this.
He pretty told.
Ooh, look.
That's fun. It's like the second or third most we've dropped all at once. Let's see. was the 17 grand for Hansel, 19 and a half for the magical swag, and then this.
We spend money very frivolously.
But we have a lot of it.
We do
Here we
have
go.
a lot of it. Fuck. What is this? Age.
I spelled that wrong.
Ugh. No.
Alright, how much did Hansel need for his components?
450.
It's not terrible.
You can't add fantasy words to make math cool.
Of course I can.
Not how this works.
Man,
It's gonna
just
stop me.
I'm about to say, he's a wizard and he's inventing wizard math. Like, how can you
That's like
even
corporate-
rebuke him?
It's like corporations using buzzwords during Pride Month.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna argue with that one.
I'm right about something, finally. I'm not right often, but boy, does it feel good when I am.
So yeah, Paige is going to go out hunt for jars. Unless you guys want a hole in the ground.
Actually, you might want to grab 2 bricks of incense.
Yeah, I'll get that as well.
Damn it, I just did the math.
Just add 250 more. It'll total up to 700 total gold pieces for my stuff.
The math doesn't add up.
'Cause it doesn't? 450 plus 250?
Wait. I lost something in translation there.
Maybe I fucked up somewhere. Maybe I had a verbal slip up. Because we plan on casting it twice. Once for Dragon and the other for Night Owl, and I gotta burn a whole fucking big brick of incense.
Oh, you guys are
Man,
going to
how
hate
would it-
me next session.
Why?
Because I just thought of inventing a bunch of wizard jargon to say every single time.
God.
I need to make a list on my computer.
One of those times I am so glad my character has 0 intelligence.
You're gonna fucking. You're really gonna become like the marketing Twitter of wizards.
Yes, I am.
Oh, I forgot my fucking fun story from earlier this week. So, we finished the Wednesday campaign, which was how the fuck was it? God, I forget the name of the fucking campaign. It's the new starter campaign. Dragon.
Dragons of Icefire Peak.
No.
No,
No.
no, it's Mines of Fandova or something like that.
No, that's the old one. They have a new one. It's
Icewind Dale.
no, Icewind Dale is a location.
Oh shit.
But
There's a game. There is a game that takes place in Icewind Dale though.
yeah.
Yes, and as a big nerd, I love that game.
So
Now I
the
have to
set
remember.
that I bought was came with Dragons of Icefire Peak. Or Dragon of Dragon.
Just a warning: if you want to play Icewind Dale, it's like the old Baldur's
There's
Gate.
Dragons of Stormwreck Isle.
Ah, that's a new one. I haven't heard of that.
But yeah, we finished that one on Tuesday. We had to play a day early. But we get to the final boss. I'm just like, you know what? My team's kind of lagging behind. I'm gonna run in there because I've got the boots of Elven Kind. So God tier stealth.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just fucking run in there. I'm playing a war cleric, so of course immediately I cast my spiritual weapon, which is a giant wooden mallet, because I'm playing a clown. Because fuck the campaign, I wasn't taking it seriously at all. So
Bro,
spiritual weapon gets its attack in on the dragon.
ran in and gave him the legendary 3-shoe beatdown.
Oh yeah. So ran in, cast the spiritual weapon as I'm running. The spiritual weapon wallops him. I get to him. I hit him with the first attack, which crits, does like 23 damage. And I think the spiritual weapon did like 12 or something like that. And then I used the War Priest's ability to attack again as a bonus action. And I think that did like another 12. Basically, I one-shotted the campaign boss in one round before my team had even gotten in the doorway.
Yeah, I mean, the same thing happened when the same thing happened to the Black Spider when Spoon got his hands on him.
Pretty
Oh
much.
yeah, I remember that.
He just fucking ran at him and absolutely brutalized him.
I think Paige didn't give a single turn in that fight.
I mean, I did succumb to mind control, which I forget exactly what loophole I found, because he said, whatever he said, there was a very obvious loophole in, which allowed me to still hit him.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
I also remember
it
Krell
worked
being
out.
paralyzed for like most of that fight.
and for quite a while after it, because we couldn't figure out how to break her free.
Even though you had a potion that exactly counters that kind of effect, and you just didn't use it because you didn't know what it was yet.
Yeah, but we did feed her another potion.
Yeah, we fed her a potion that gave her gills.
Ugh.
What a time.
D&D is so fun.
Alright, I've subtracted the giant mountains of coinage so we can move along with the purchasing of
Okay.
expensive and rare items. You know what you do? You probably go out and you buy like an ancient ass vase or something that's roughly the size of a person.
I think, yeah, the way you get it evaluated is your wizard goes on Pawn Stars, and they're like, man, I don't know. Not sure if
I have
this
to
is
call a
worth 2,000
specialist.
gold pieces. I'm gonna have to call a specialist. Yeah, I gotta call my specialist, Gorthalax the Unsatiable.
Man has literally been around since 32,000 BD. What was it again? I wrote down
Because
the
the only
current
magic
years
thing he
somewhere in
knows,
my
and he
notes.
becomes a beholder. Explaining
Yeah.
the magic of the jar.
It's 30,000 BDR.
Lovely.
What creature is that? Because I don't know.
What?
Oh, he's a pit fiend.
Okay, so here comes a pit fiend explaining everything.
What we're looking at here is real old shit. I'd
That's
imagine
the
pit
best way to
fiends are like,
describe it.
like they're not bad dudes. They just kind of like they just like to fuck around. Just like a normal guy, just like a little silly goofy guy who happens to be absolutely giant and wants to kill you. You know, nothing nefarious.
The literal first line of the description of Pit Fiend is Devil's personified tyranny.
Yeah, silly goofy dudes.
Apparently, Pit Fiends are only number 11 on a list of 13 different kinds of demons.
They're devils, not demons.
You know what I meant, though. It's part of the infernal hierarchy.
Huh. Boy, they are low then.
No, they're high. The
Oh,
only things
damn,
above them are
there's-
the
there's
archdevils that are dukes and duchesses and archdukes and archduchesses. There aren't much that are stronger than a pit fiend in the Nine Hells.
God damn, there's CR20.
Oh, hey, look, it even has information about the layers of the Nine Hells and the lords of them.
how about that? Where's Tativolus?
Not on the list.
Damn.
Should dare fucking bring Tetivolus to this session. I've seen the XP to level 3 video. That is hell.
Apparently, Tiamat used to rule over Avernus, the first level of hell.
I didn't know about that.
I didn't either.
Boy, Tiamat really gets around.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
did you guys
it's
see any
almost
videos
like
of that
Tiamat
Shinoa
doesn't
attempt?
show up in the Descent into Inverness campaign. Anyway, enough about Pythians.
Yeah, we're
We got magic
really
to
off
perform.
track here.
We got magic and antiquing to do.
Okay. This is
God
Once
damn,
again,
12,000
I had to-
gold.
once again I had to pray to this guy to get new magic. Didn't get a single like tidbit about what I'm doing or where I'm going from him. So woohoo. Let's
Paige
just get
gets
this
home
under-
with all the vases, puts in the workshop and say no one touches it.
I thought we were going to
How?
take those to an alternate location.
Yeah, I
I
thought-
mean, are we going to work on that right now? I thought it was just preparing the components, not making the spell.
yeah, I think we're probably gonna cast it later.
I'm about to say each casting takes an hour.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go somewhere for 4 hours and just fucking sit around while Paige speaks in arcane tongues.
Then I need to rest, long rest in between every cast.
Oh god, it's like a full day.
It's like 2 full days if you only sleeps for 8 hours.
Yeah, that is 32 total hours of fucking. Well, 32 hours of sleeping and then
An hour of
12
casting.
more hours.
So yeah,
of,
he'd only
you know,
get 6
4
hours of
hours.
sleep a day.
It's fucking- Jesus.
Paige just gonna make a weekend out of it.
Probably.
It is 36 total hours that you have to spend casting the
No,
spell.
that's how much time you have to spend sleeping to cast the spell 4 times.
No.
'Cause
Well,
it takes
the
an hour
32
to
hours of
cast.
sleeping and an hour to cast the spell each time.
Yeah. It's wild.
But whenever place I go, I can like make the spell for an hour, we'll do a short rest because of arcane recovery, and then
Oh,
do
that's
another spell,
true.
so that cuts in half.
Yeah, we didn't even forgot about arcane recovery.
Yeah, that thing wizards get at like level 2.
It doesn't cut it in half. It cuts it like into an eighth. Because what would have been 36 hours become what 8 hours?
18. No.
It's an hour to cast each time, right?
Yes.
And a short rest can be as short as an hour.
Exactly. So 2 hours every
So-
time. 4 plus
yeah.
8 hours from long rest.
You need
I
long rest for.
16.
Because you only get 1
Oh, can you
arcane
only-
recovery per long
Oh
rest.
shit, that's right. I forgot about that part.
So
I don't play wizards.
16 plus 4, so 20 hours.
20 hours. Okay, so you cut it down by 16 hours, which is still good. So it's almost a complete day.
Alright, so which one of these scenarios are we doing first? Hansel getting information from Legend Lore, or Paige transporting us to go do cloning?
Did we even decide where we wanted to put these jars?
We decided the two safest places would either be Squirrelstead with Spoon or Krell's
Demi plane.
Castle.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
We're obsessed.
Well, either of those would work. Let's.
If you ask me, it's safer with Spoon.
I mean, Spoon's just one guy, and he could, like, mess that up very easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we have a bunch of goblins. Which one do you think is more dangerous?
I don't
Which
know.
one is more likely to open the jar out of curiosity? And you know
You know
that's
what?
the correct question to ask because Spoon's a fucking idiot and goblins would do it just by their own nature.
You know what? I think a Demi plane is safer.
Demi
Yeah.
plane.
See, that would work, but we're just
How
gonna
would you
come
even-
back to life in the demi-plane, and what if Paige isn't there to get us out of the demi-plane?
Then we're just stuck there until Paige dies or comes and gets us.
Okay, I do have an idea for that.
Uh-huh.
I make spell scrolls either of banishment or teleport and put around the Demi plane.
Also, there is nothing in the description of demi-plane that says your demi-plane goes away when you die.
Huh.
Yeah, it doesn't actually.
That's not bad though. Making scrolls of banishment or teleport would actually be pretty good.
Exactly.
Because
And
for teleport, you'd only really have to make one. Actually, how many creatures does banishment affect?
depends on the level you cast it.
What level is it normally?
Port
Ugh. And what's your highest level spell slot?
8.
Okay, yeah, that works. Because then we can. So yeah, we could get it up to 3 people.
Also, because I enjoy thinking about stuff, we probably should let some more stuff in the Demi plane, like clothes, because you know we are going to wake
Yeah.
up naked.
Yeah.
So,
Clothes, backup gear.
another thing to think
Yep.
about, banishment sends you back to your original plane, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who says all of us are from Faerun?
What?
Wood specifically is not from Faerun.
Oh.
Loki is not from Faerun.
Oh. Oh, okay. So if you cast banishment on Krell, would that? I feel like that doesn't work like that.
I mean, when we came out of the Feywild by banishment in all 4 of us.
And how long after that was it before Krell and Loki ended up back together?
True,
Huh.
but Woods was there.
Okay, so maybe teleport is the way to go.
Yeah.
Let's keep it simple. We can lock doors and make royal decrees.
That is true. But we'd still have to get back after we died.
Well, I mean, Cragmaw Castle is like half an hour from here.
It is?
Yeah,
Oh, well, shit. How about that?
like it's 5 minutes from Phandalin, and it took us like maybe a couple hours to get here from Phandalin, and we stopped like twice.
Huh. Well, then the vote's with Cragmaw Castle. this feels like the simpler of our two current objectives. So let's get this done first, I think.
Yeah.
Let me get that map up.
Haven't seen this place in a long time.
Oh no.
And if these goblins attack us, boy, they're gonna be in trouble. I'm not convinced there's a lot of creatures just out in the wild that could even remotely stand a chance against us at this point. And yes, that's me being cocky.
Well, if you want to speak about wild creatures, technically, what's the fucking name of the monster? The fuck.
No idea.
The Terrask.
Yeah.
There you
Fuck.
Okay, but that's
The
an
rest
apocalyptic event. That's not the same.
But he is a creature from the wild, if you want to speak about technicalities.
Yeah, but
go. You say
how
that.
often does a fucking apocalypse happen?
Well, you
Dungeons
just
and
had a-
Dragons, like a lot.
Yeah.
Alright.
And if we want to talk about world-ending apocalyptic creatures, I once had a wizard elbow drop a kraken to death, so...
What?
Since we started the campaign, like probably 100 apocalyptic events were stopped. All by adventurers for some reason.
Yeah, I guess like what is considered apocalyptic is kind of vague. Like what makes a Tarrasque apocalyptic?
Because it could end all existence on the plane.
Mostly because he's huge, hard to kill, regenerates, eats a lot, and whenever he eats, never comes back.
Gotcha.
Including people and or magical objects.
Yeah. And magic has literally no effect on him.
Oh boy. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
There's a reason it's literally written into the description that no more than one can exist at any point in time. Also, one of the written modules gives you a scroll of summon Tarrasque.
What the fuck? What module?
I need to look it up, but I know that for certain. I cannot remember which one. And you have to do like a
Dungeon of the
certain...
Mad Mage.
Quite likely.
That's the one from what I understand, that's one that people really don't like.
Get the scroll, go near the BB&G, say good luck, and teleport away.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Dungeon of the Mad Mage lasts until like 20th level, so you could do that if it is this, if it is that one.
Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden.
Ah. Rime of the Frog, that's a good one. I'm also pretty sure that one lasts for quite a while, so
Yeah, that was a good solid one.
you'll probably have teleport at some point.
I think it's one of the few campaigns that have the possibility to go up to level 20 if you just dick around and do side stuff long enough.
There you go. Now we're going to a castle. Wait, so Krell's the queen of a castle?
Yeah, it was a whole thing. I kind of killed the previous Goblin King, and we have a hierarchy system. It's a whole thing.
Oh,
Have you
Okay.
checked in any way about the castle?
Yeah, our
How
court
do you
mage
know
sends
the
me
echo?
messages every now and again.
Oh. That's better.
Well, it's not like I could write them letters or anything.
True, I meant more like what if they're all dead or some new king tries to take over them?
It's a distinct
if-
possibility.
If somebody rolled up and was like, "Yes, I want to take this place over," and then we showed up, I don't think they really like be able to do much to stop us.
True.
Establish dominance, leave your jars, and then go home.
All
That
right.
Hide the
sounds like the
jars after
general
we-
plan. So this will be the first time at least two of us see this castle.
Yeah, Paige was there the last time.
He wasn't.
Paige was.
Yeah,
was.
all right. Paige was, and Krell was.
Yeah. Well, obviously
So was
Krell
Spoon.
was.
Yeah, because Krell's the queen of the fucking castle. But Hansel and Woots haven't.
But yeah, had to painstakingly redraw the whole map. So that was fun.
Let's not go there just for annoying the DM.
Alright, I assume we're using teleportation to get there?
Yes.
Alrighty.
And then we'll fucking wagon back, I guess. We won't even have a wagon. We'll have to walk back.
Ooh,
It'll be
look at
fine.
that.
I had to completely redraw the map. A lot of this was blown to shit before.
Ooh, they did a very good job.
Whole ass missing walls.
Oh, they really cleaned this place up. I guess.
Yeah, you
I
are
don't know. I have Paige's description to go off of.
Yeah, I've been kind of sending back some of my fight win earnings to kind of levy some of the repairs.
Oh. Well, good.
Crows
Well,
burst
every time
opens the
I-
doors like she owns the place because, well, she does.
She
She
does.
does.
Okay, Hansel, you're the strongest one. You take the jars.
What the fuck? Okay. I could really. I don't know if I could carry 4 at once.
I'll make 2 traps.
Don't break it. They're more valuable than your clothes.
Yes, I know, because I bought my clothes very cheaply.
I meant with the magic items.
Oh, you mean like my armor? That makes more sense.
I don't know, I'm pretty sure
Okay,
Hansel's
I'll-
got some pretty expensive magical gear on him right now.
Probably. I
will-
just want to make
I
an
will
effect.
I will take care of your fucking jars, alright? Don't worry about it. I will be very gentle. Where are we even going to put these anyway?
Yeah, good question. Krell, you're the owner.
I would assume the treasury.
The treasury, a broom closet.
Do you want to wake up in a broom closet?
I don't really plan on dying, so I don't care.
It happens, okay?
Are more people going to go into the treasury or into a broom closet? That is the question.
Typically, only 2
Broom
people are
closet,
even allowed to
because-
go into the treasury.
Ah, well, I suppose that solves that.
So yeah, let's go. Where's the treasury?
Right off the throne room. You were here before. We raided that room.
True.
Or specifically, I think you raided that room while I was murdering the fuck out of King Grawl.
True. The thing is, that was about 2 years ago, and I have a very shit memory.
I think it's this one, isn't it?
Yeah,
The one with the treasure in it.
that's the one with the treasure.
They
Good
just go
lord.
walking, hello, hello, hello.
Hanzo just teleports through the
Sup?
whole fortress.
Oh, oh, my bad. Next time I'll do step by step.
Evening.
Well,
It just enters with the jar.
Everybody, this is
Okay.
Mom, everybody.
Wait, just a minute. What did you just say?
Yeah, this is my mom.
what? Oh my god.
What, you didn't
Uh,
Sorry
think
to meet
all...
you.
Not all of us have to have both parents dead or not giving a fuck about us.
I never knew my parents. Well, pleasure to
I
meet you,
don't.
Mrs. What's your surname?
Goblins don't have surnames.
Okay,
Yeah,
Mrs.
like-
Krell's mom.
That's why Krell's just had titles literally the whole time.
Yeah. Don't need surnames, you have epithets. Oh, I gotta go back and get the other 2 jars. God damn it. Stupid. Gotta carry these jars for him. Huh. I don't even know where my parents are, so.
Given your upbringing, probably still in whatever town you grew up in.
No, when I woke up there, the town was very derelict and, eesh.
I don't know who my parents are.
Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot, you're an orphan.
Yeah. Abandoned when before I was 1 year old.
So you were abandoned. I was neglected and left to die. Woods has a very nice relationship with their parent. And,
Parent, I had creator.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
creator, parent, same thing.
No, it's very different.
No, it's 2 different people.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh.
She has
Check.
Granny
Alright.
Ann as her caretaker, and then the creator, who's the person who made him.
Wait, so wait, which one is the parental figure?
What do you mean?
Like, which one do you... Never mind. This is a complex line of questioning that I'm not ready for.
Which one raised you?
Yeah, that one.
Nobody raised me.
Okay, well... Well, we got
meant
that
to
cleared
put-
up.
I meant who taught you the ins and outs of living.
Sure, nobody did.
Okay then,
Oh my God.
Woods is her own, his own parent.
Great!
Anyway, it's a
And-
pleasure to meet you, Krellsman. What's your name?
Mirlin, dear.
Pleasure to meet you, Merlin.
And a pleasure to meet my daughter's dear friends.
Yes, speaking of which, we came to basically guarantee that she's going to be fine. So yeah, Hansel,
Yes.
please the jars.
Yeah, I put the jars in the room already. Did you not see me run back out and run back in with the jars?
No,
Well, I did.
so Paige is going to do the talking to you guys while he's working on the first spell. By the way, when Paige enters, you just hear, "Ah, fuck, that hurts."
What happened?
You need a cubic inch of
Yeah,
flesh.
you need to get your
Oh,
flesh
that's
for the spell.
right. I completely forgot about that part. How are we gonna fix that?
Well, I don't think any of us are ever going to be able to take regeneration, so... Actually, you might have get enough
Yeesh.
levels in Cleric.
Yeah, maybe.
What
What
level is
level is
regeneration?
regeneration? 7th?
Maybe.
Very helpful.
There's a
It
lot of
is.
spells, I can't know what level they are.
But if
Fair enough.
regeneration is anything below 9, I can cast it eventually.
Well, it has
A
to be a
wish.
spell you can learn.
Yeah, it's
Wish.
7th level transmutation available to bards, clerics, and druids.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well,
I can cast it through wish.
oh right. When you
3
get
more
wish
levels.
in 3 more levels, yeah.
Oh, 2 more levels actually. It's 17.
Oh. Oh shit.
I want to say either next level or the level after Krell will have access to 7th level spells.
I won't have 7th level spells until what is that? 13th? Yeah. And I am what? A 9th level cleric right now. So
More levels.
5 more levels.
Multiclassing is fun,
No,
but nothing beats
no, it is 3.
9th
It is
level
4, you're
spells.
right. God damn it. Why can't I do math?
I'm multi-classed and I'm still getting 9th level spells.
Yeah, I know.
I did too,
but I
I'm
get
not
them
getting
sooner.
9th level spells.
But then again, I
I
also
think.
multi-classed into another full caster, so...
We're 15th level now, so there's 5 more levels to go around. Yeah, I'm not getting 9th level spells, but that's okay. I don't need them.
Alright, so what's everybody doing while Paige is casting?
I guess I could cast Legend Lore now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Need to get near a window. There's going to be a lot of smoke. And this time I'm gonna have my notes.
I can physically
have
feel Woods preparing to ask thousands of questions to Krellsman.
Like,
Okay. Get the notepad out.
I'm going to the bathroom real quick. Be right back.
Alrighty.
Okay. We're gonna. Wouldn't life be so much easier if more spells were rituals?
I know, right? All you gotta do is add 10
What?
minutes to the casting time and you don't even have to use spell slots.
Oh well.
I have literally no ritual spells.
I don't either. At least I'm pretty sure. You would think this kind of spell would be a ritual, but I guess not.
I have literally one spell that I can cast without speaking, and it's Minor Illusion.
I don't have any, I think. Oh no, I could do Counterspell. Counterspell's only somatic.
Minor Illusion is somatic and material.
I've got plenty of only verbal spells.
I got a couple. Vicious Mockery, Healing Word, Blindness, Deafness,
Whoops.
Mass Healing Word, Staggering Smite, and of course, Otto's Irresistible Dance.
Otto's Irresistible Dance.
Yeah. I think I made a giant ogre zombie thriller dance for like half an hour.
I love that. You guys are going in and out. What's going on?
No idea. Could just be Discord shenanigans.
No, I meant my dogs.
Oh.
My Discord's fine.
I
I'm in
always
the living
forget
room,
I
so my
have
connection's
these
a lot
fucking
better.
scrolls in my inventory.
Now, what scrolls do you have?
Charm Person and Lightning Bolt. I don't even need the Lightning Bolt
Wow.
anymore. I can cast that one now.
Yeah, but it's always nice to have a free cast of Lightning Bolt.
There.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
He came back.
Alright.
Just hit my pinky finger. Fuck.
Is
Ah,
that the inch of
oh.
flesh you sacrificed?
Actually, probably. Paige probably sacrificed his pink finger. It's better than the flesh from the belly.
Hey, probably. God, imagine if you're just sitting there, you cut out a chunk of flesh, and then you, like, get out your measuring tool, and it's just under an inch in any dimension. God damn it, gotta
God.
do it again.
Actually, I think you can just combine two pieces of meat. Doesn't say you have to be the same place. So, did anything interesting happen?
Nope, we were just discussing the spells we have.
Oh.
We're waiting for you before Hansel did Legend Lore.
Yes. Gotta get my notepad out so I can write down any of the shit I learn. I gotta sit next to a window for all this smoke.
Well, there's no windows, but there's lots of arrow slits.
That's good too.
But you can just set that like right on the edge. Sit right up on the ledge where you'd normally be firing arrows from. Be out of the
Here we
way and do your magic.
Now this feels comfortable. Okay, let's do this.
Alright, so you spend 10 minutes just casting the spell. Burning your brick of incense, and I didn't really understand what the IRA strips are for, but you got
Probably
them.
just laying them there and being like, hey, I got them.
Alright.
I don't even really, maybe. No, it doesn't say it consumes it, so they're not burned with the incense. So I
No.
guess they're just there. Look,
Wonder if there's any importance to
oh,
it.
wait. The information you want is accurate, but might be more information you already have about the thing. More. Okay, so I don't have to give the information to the omniscient presence in the table. I just have to give them the information, and then they give it back. It could be vague, it might not be. Who knows?
You know, the more
You know, it's
information
like the
you
worst
provide, the
Google
more you get
search
back.
ever.
It's like trying to figure out the name of a character you saw printed on the side of a bus one time, and you're just giving a vague description of them.
It's exactly how I feel every time I hear like a sound effect and I fucking know what it's from, but I just can't quite pinpoint it.
Or like you're watching an animated show and you hear a voice you recognize, but you can't figure out from where.
Oh, yeah, that too. That one really bothers me. Cuz I feel like I should know more names than I do. But like there's the ones you always recognize. Like you'll never not know it's Roger Craig Smith. Like everyone
Yeah.
knows what he sounds like. We'll always know if it's Troy Baker. And the other one I'm really good at picking out is Yuri Lowenthal. I'm not sure why, because like I don't even like most of his performances. My favorite thing that he's been in is Spider-Man PS4. I didn't like him as Sasuke, and the one other thing I could pinpoint him in was Atlas's Trauma Center Second Opinion on the Wii, which is a horrible game. It's not that bad. It's just unfair and stupid, and I don't like it. But he voices the main character in that, and it's like, God. Right. So the information to feed to the lore is the person in question is known by the name of the dragon. He has blondish hair, a large red scar on one of his cheeks. He wears round glasses, has a nice square jaw, and has green eyes. That is what we know. Oh, and he's also a member of the Syndicate, an organization in Nevermore.
Oh, right. And with that amassment of information, you get in return.
Let me get my notepad. I gotta get my notepad.
Prepared.
I thought I was. I was looking at other shit. I was looking at the meme he posted.
Like an hour ago.
It was an hour ago?
Something else.
Oh, it
5:30.
was.
So almost an hour ago.
Yeesh.
All
Okay.
right. With all
All right,
that
we're good.
information
We got it.
you've amassed and general descriptions, pretty much everything we know about this man, you throw it at a wall known as your god and see what the fuck happens. And you get some very important
Also-
information.
I literally throw it at a wall because I'm sitting next to one.
All right. So, you get a name first. Damien Anderson.
All right.
Then an occupation. Head exorcist in service of the Temple of Aminator.
How do you spell that?
I've misspelled it 3 times today, so I'm gonna type it out. Fairly certain I just misspelled it again.
Whatever. Correct spelling or not. Aminator.
By 3 letters.
Yeah, I was hoping it was going to be one of those, like, Slavic language words where it's just like O-E.
You want to roll religion for that name?
Yes, that would be great. Do I even have... I didn't even take proficiency in religion.
Nobody ever does. Alright,
19.
Alright, you do know who Aminator is, and this is gonna terrify Woots. Aminator is...
Did they change the font on the dice box?
We went over this last week. Yeah,
We did?
they changed it with the update. But, you know Aminator as the Netherese solar deity of the of order, the sun, law, and time. Being viewed as a harsh but fair deity, revered by many rulers, soldiers, and powerful wizards in ancient Netheril. And you also get a face to go with the name.
Ooh, goody. So wait, Aminator was a deity of the sun, time, and what else?
Order, sun, law, and time.
Order, sun, law, and time. Thank you.
I know which character this is based on.
I would fucking hope
It
so.
looks,
I barely
it
even
looks
changed
like
the name.
Alexander Anderson.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey. Photo of that.
He also looks remarkably like Percival from Critical Role Season 1.
Yes, he does. Got that picture, put it in my notes.
What have you done? Now I want to see Helsing again.
I've
anime.
never watched it.
Watched it?
I've never seen it.
Oh,
Fuck.
Okay, well, I watched like the first couple of episodes way back, but that was before I was a fully developed person. So I think I would probably like it a lot more now.
I'd be not gonna watch the original. Well, I shouldn't even say the original because there's Helsing Ultimate, which is the retelling of the same thing but better. And then there's an abridged version done by Team 4-Star, which is fucking hilarious.
I've heard.
to quote.
Bitches love cannons.
Bitches love cannons.
I recommend every single one of those.
Oh yeah. And fuck it, read the manga too. Manga's great.
Okay.
A lot of pages that are just like 80% black.
Great.
Well, how else are you gonna draw a sea of blood?
Yeah. Boy, that must have been good for their ink budget.
Well, that's exactly why Super Saiyans have blonde hair. So.
Yeah, because it was real easy on the ink guy. They're like, hey man, you ever consider maybe blonde hair would look better?
Blonde hair and big tits. Let's do this.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Anderson.
Alrighty. So, you've got some information to go off of.
This is very good.
You know what temple he works in, what he works as. You have a name.
We are going to assassinate the fuck out of this guy.
Yeah, we just need to figure out which temple, like where it is.
Well, it's got to be in Nevermore somewhere.
Woods, weren't you the one who traveled along south searching for the temple?
Yeah, but he got bored.
I think he found the Sun Temple and was like, all right, I think we're done here.
Hansel was the one looking around in the temples. I'm still confused by religion. That's like a cult.
Oh, right.
It is a cult.
Exactly.
It's just socially accepted.
Ooh. Great. And now,
Yeah, just with
I
that
can
bit
do
of
the-
information, Paige could go for a simple description teleport.
oh
That's
boy.
going to live. That's going to be very fun.
25
And
And
chance.
also,
25 chance
forget.
of going to the exact location.
forget, do I have locate person? I feel like I should, but I don't.
God, imagine if any of us ever took the spells that would help us to locate things.
I have locate object, which I've tried to use on several occasions. It just didn't fucking do anything. Why the fuck did I not take locate creature?
Yeah, like in my Wednesday campaign that just ended, I took Detect Magic, and I used it fucking constantly as a ritual just to try and find magic items. The one time I didn't use it was the time I found a magic item.
Let's go. Okay, well, since we're gonna be here for a while Paige is doing on and off resting, I have another time to rest myself and pray to get locate creature. So I'm gonna do that.
By the way,
Alright.
Paige makes his clone only 18 years old,
Oh, I need
a
to-
little bit younger.
I forgot. I need to
I was about to
replace.
say, it would make sense to create your clone in its physical prime, and that is just the thing you can do with clone.
I should. That's. Put a sheet aside. Which of these spells I'm gonna use? Probably Guardian of Faith. I have 3 fourth level spell slots.
Alright, how's Woot's handling all this information coming at once?
Hansel, you will explain that who the guy is, and he's like dedicated to a sun god.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so he's like, so now we know the dragon is called Damian Anderson, and he works as the head exorcist in service of the temple of Almanater, a deity of order, law, time, and the sun.
Light
So-
itself with order, time, and law.
What?
This is going to be a great foe.
Yeah.
Woot's
Yeah,
just making
well-
plans to fist fight God now.
It shouldn't be too hard to actually find the temple once we get back to Nevermore. And then hopefully we can figure out the next part about Midnight Owl. Hopefully we get the. Hopefully with the jumble of garbage information I have, we can work it out. Oh boy.
I think I figured it out. How we can defeat a sun if it's already allying itself with order and law. We just got to create chaos. And time's always neutral.
Woots.
Yeah.
We're not fighting these concepts and the sun. We're fighting a guy who worships a god who kind of reigns over those things.
Well, you're telling me we're fighting a guy who is allied and drawn power from the sun.
We don't
The
even know
thing
if he
that will
draws
burn your
power from the
eyes-
sun.
Either
We
way,
just
he
know
has.
that he worships the god.
Oh my god. Sun has gods?
Yes, several.
I think what's like thinking, like, you know how like the equation thing, just like. She's gonna be a terrifying thought. I gotta recalculate how to, like. Chaos. That's the answer.
I mean,
Do warn me
yes, correct.
whenever patient finishes the spell.
What?
Do warn me when patient finishes the spell.
Right. Then, so I need to get to reading for a couple of hours. Otherwise, this is never going to get done. So don't mind me. I'm just going to keep sitting up here and read my book.
Air out all that smoke.
Yeah.
Turn out, Krill's mother. I love your fashion choice. I'm just
Why,
gonna talk
thank you.
fashion with her.
They were quite expensive, but my daughter treats me well.
That's sweet. But I think with these colors, and I just go on, like, just chatting with her.
This is... It's so rare.
Yes, I had that image already on my phone. Deal with it.
I could believe it, honestly.
I'm waiting for him to
We
come
love
back
us.
in stock. I'm getting a freaking 7-inch figure.
We love us some Solaire.
Oh yeah. So the best boy in all of Dark Souls.
Poor guy.
I
That
have
guy
not
suffered
met
through a
single
lot of
person
shit.
Who dislikes Solaire.
I forget. Does Solaire get a good ending if you do his quest line all the way through?
If you do his questline all the way through, he gets a sort of good ending. But then he still shows up in Dark Souls 2 for a bunch of shit. But,
I didn't even know that. I didn't see him at all in Dark Souls 2.
I think you meant in
if
3.
I think he shows up briefly in 2. And if you miss his questline, you're just kind of screwed.
Okay.
But he shows up
Well,
for a
I
bit of
I hate
3
Dark
and has a
Souls 2
lengthy
anyway, so.
questline. Everybody hates Dark Souls 2. But,
It's
yeah.
not even like Dark Souls 2 is that bad of a game. It's just like worse than everything else.
Yeah, you either do Solaire's questline in 1, or you fight a corrupted version of him as a boss at the end.
Man, that sucks. Oh, speaking of like Souls-like, the Lies of P demo finally came out, and my god, my Bloodborne loving heart fucking just loved the shit out of it. Because the moment I started, I was like, this is. I feel like I'm playing Bloodborne for the first time again.
Still haven't played Bloodborne.
That hurts me deeply.
I do not own a PlayStation console that can run it.
I
Oh.
say the same thing. I always wanted to play, but I don't own a PS4.
Oh,
It's just fucking port it to PC already, damn it.
they're not going to.
We got God of War. They can give us
You
Bloodborne.
did get God of War, which was crazy to me. I can't believe that happened. I mean,
Well,
it had to have. It had to eventually, but like,
you do have an option to play the PlayStation Premium to play the PS4 on your computer.
is that true?
Yeah, but I don't think it's very much worth it because I think you do need to buy the game as well.
Oh, I won't assume, yeah.
Well, the game's like $10, and you're supporting a good company.
Well, maybe for you it's $10, but you forget I live in shitland.
Right? Yeah. You have a different currency.
A very different exchange rate.
Ugh.
It's $200.
Goddamn. I'm gonna pretend I know anything about your economy.
The worst thing you can think of.
The worst thing I can think of
Okay.
is Venezuela, so...
It's going that way.
Boy, this is
Okay.
the life.
So,
We're sitting in a castle waiting for spells to get renewed.
alright, so eventually, an hour later, Paige comes out after finishing his first casting. He's just bleeding from a flesh wound. He can't heal himself.
Oh.
Krell, do you have any bandages?
I don't know if bandages are going to fix that, my man.
I just want to stop the bleeding.
Come here, I can fix you.
I mean, I have potions of healing, but I do not
I've
have
got
bandages.
I've got cure wounds.
We've got fire nearby and a lot of knives. Cauterize it.
Horrible. I've got cure
Okay.
wounds.
So yeah, I give my hand to Hanzo.
Here. There you go.
Thank you.
Closes the wound, but does not regrow your finger.
By the way, I'm going to have a sandwich. Who's up next? Warning, it hurts.
Do me last because I still have to I still have to use. I have to consult with Kingston one more time.
Krell, Woods, who's up next?
Well, the two of us, Krell would probably be easier to get the flesh from. But Woods would take some anatomical knowledge to figure out.
You're speaking to
I mean-
Mr. Autonomy right here.
Do you know Warforged anatomy?
No, but Paige certainly does.
I mean, you could certainly try.
Let's see. Roll medicine?
What would it even be, though? What would it even be medicine?
Or clean.
What is there to medicine?
Maybe we don't have mechanics, so maybe Arcana?
I don't know nearly enough.
It's for
Warforged
intelligence.
lore. Yeah, intelligence might just straight intelligence check might work.
There you go.
Okay then. 28.
Alright.
Whoa!
Going off regular humanoid anatomy. You know, most of the important bits are near the torso, so that's where you're gonna start your look. But this Woots doesn't have flesh to speak of. You might have to do one of Paige's favorite pastimes, organ harvesting.
Nice.
This
Yeah,
anymore.
but first he needs a short rest. So he's going to eat a sandwich.
It's a good use of time. I'm just sitting here reading my book. I got nothing else to do.
By the way, Woods, how old are you?
He looks a little bit confused. I don't know.
Woots just figured out birthdays were a thing like a week ago.
Oh no, I know. Okay, I always know there's name days. Birthdays are still like a name day.
How many years have you been alive?
I didn't exactly have a thing
Yeah,
to tell
sure.
time. I've been in the dark for a while.
Let's see. Do you remember the first date you ever heard?
No.
Oh boy.
Do you know what day it is?
It is today.
I think
I
Well, he's
see.
not wrong.
I think it's Morndis.
Woods, choose a number between 20 and 60.
X. You know, honestly, 16.
16, okay, fine. You're going to wake up as a 16-year Warforged.
Would that literally even change anything?
I don't think so.
Good question.
I want to be. Well, maybe.
Like,
Can I choose a different number?
Yes, you can.
Technically speaking,
Okay.
Warforged
My
could
life
be
is
eternal.
28.
My life as a teenage warforged.
Not to mention, Woots is a monk, so he's literally going to be doubly timeless.
Once I'm level 15 in monk, man, I'm gonna be fucking close to immortal.
Oh yeah, sometimes I forget. Monks just don't age.
I mean, Roshi's like in his 300 somethings.
That's true, but I don't know why.
And it's
that
literally
is.
been stated that he can't die from old age. There's been like 3 different answers given, so it's a coin toss
Who
at this
really
point.
knows? I'm just gonna say it was probably a wish on the Dragon Balls.
That's one of the theories. Another one is that He was blessed by a phoenix, so he can't die. And the other one was like some kind of plant that he made a concoction out of and made an immortality elixir.
Do phoenixes exist in Dragon Ball?
I guess.
I've never seen one, so that seems like headcanon bullshit.
Well, things get weird when you try and understand the canon.
That's true.
On a side
I
note,
was
the
gonna-
superhero movie's canon now, so I'm kind of happy about that.
Neat. I heard it was quite actually good.
Yeah, we get to spend a lot
I
of
haven't
time with Piccolo. Piccolo actually gets a fucking house.
Piccolo, get the house!
And
Oh my
Videl
God.
won't stop buying him plushies. It's like a whole
Right, I
5 minutes of the
remember
plot.
Hearing, I remember Totally Not Mark talked about like how good the bits with Piccolo and Pan are, and I'm like, that sounds
Yeah.
fucking awesome. I want to see this movie.
Piccolo best uncle.
Piccolo, I feel like he's both fairly rated and very underrated.
Oh yeah.
I have
I
a
fucking,
Piccolo poster on my wall.
fucking love Piccolo. And now he's got like this genuinely like monstrous form
Yeah.
in the.
And a lot of people are saying,
orange.
yeah, a lot of people are arguing, but he didn't earn the transformation. That is literally the first wish Piccolo has ever made.
Oh, he didn't earn it? Okay!
And it wasn't even what he asked for. He just asked for all his potential to be unleashed, and then Shenron's like, I've given you everything you'll ever have, and then some more.
Does anyone remember when Krillin and Gohan got their potential unlocked? But they didn't need to get the Dragon Balls to do it, they just had an old man put his hand on their heads!
Well, Piccolo actually asked Dende to do it, but he said he couldn't.
That's... yeah, that makes sense. Well, Dende's not a super Kami, he's just Kami.
Super Kami Guru.
He's also like, I don't know, 10 years old in Namekian years.
It's a pretty colossal overestimation. When Piccolo first showed up, he was like 4.
That's true, yeah, he was like 4 years old.
Because he was 6 in the Saiyan saga. Which means he's only 2 years. Which means he's only like 2 years older than Gohan.
Oh boy.
But
So then,
Yeah.
so Dende's like maybe 2 years old then.
probably something like that. But
Whereas
end
Kami-
credit
Kami was
scene.
like 500 years old.
End credit scene, best scene in the whole movie, and it has nothing to do with the whole rest of the plot. It's like the C story.
Fuck yeah.
But
Thanks.
not gonna spoil it because it's great.
Alright, we're playing a game here.
Yeah, I was
You
just
don't
killing
have
time
anything to
while
fill-
Paige is eating his sandwich and
we need
Krell
to
and
fill
Moose are
time.
playing rock, paper, scissors to see who's getting shanked next. Imagine if one of us dies like the next day, and we just gotta wait 120 days for that person to come back.
That was, yeah, we have to wait like almost half a year for this spell to like start being functional.
Well, actually, the spells only start being functional after 120 days.
Or rather, it says the
Nice.
clone forms inside the vessel and grows its full size and maturity after 120 days. So you could technically break it sooner. They'll just be a diminutive version of themselves, a homunculi, if you will.
Well, I feel like this spell would work very weirdly on Hansel. Cause like, in actuality, he's like 13. but or 12.
How do you think it
But
would work on Woots? Would Woots get his mechanical body back, or just be reborn as whatever he was before the mechanical body?
Yeah, this is
Someone
a lot
before?
of
Creepy. Maybe.
weird possibilities going on with clone.
Would Loki come back to Krell? Paige is like the only one that doesn't get to have moral dilemmas about this.
Well,
He was
Whoops.
planning. Paige is planning on offing himself anyway.
Woods is probably Flash is probably artificial, like maybe alchemical or something. And I believe the soul comes back. So if Krell and Loki's son are the same, they just come back to the same body.
And even if
So we just
Loki did go back to the realm of Dream, Krell still has the book that she used to bring him out of it the first time.
Exactly.
so
And
the only
will
thing we
Hansel,
don't have
well,
a-
we just have to wait and see.
I mean,
yeah.
and that's
Will I
just
be
back at the
normal
house.
Will I be
Yeah.
normal kid Hansel or will I be weird soul split Hansel? Who knows?
I'd be a harvest crone.
What?
Well, you got the-
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I can imagine this just ending up as like baby Looney Tunes, where it's just an 18-year-old Paige trying to wrangle the three of us, all basically children.
Yes, Nanny Page. That's what I need in my life. Boy, Hansel really does do a lot of reading in a book he doesn't understand.
I think you're just trying to avoid conversation with us. Just look busy. Don't leave me alone.
Oh my god, why? No, don't get him started.
Oh boy.
Alright. I don't know what got them all antsy, but I think it's no, stop.
Alright, so which one of us is going next for getting shanked?
Well, I don't know, Krill, you're... Oh no, Hansel said he wanted to go last. I don't know, we'll roll
Yeah.
for it. You, me. Rock, paper, scissors, we'll just do whoever's the highest roll.
Alright, what are we rolling?
Oh god.
Let's go D20.
Ow.
11.
Hi. Hi.
3,
dude.
you're going first.
Joy. Alright, Paige. Don't stab me somewhere that'll show.
Well, choose your poison.
Gonna have to go with...
Where do you even get the cubic inch of flesh from? I feel like there's not a lot of places.
Belly, thigh, arm, fingers. I think that's the only places you could get.
This is dumb, but I'm gonna go thigh.
Thigh,
Eek.
sure.
It's going to impede your ability to run.
And with the new
Just
boots, I run a lot
roughly.
faster, so...
Come on,
That's
Krell,
true,
you
I
need to
guess.
stay with me for the full duration.
Oh, really?
I know you probably don't, but Paige just doesn't want to be alone in the Vault room again. Yeah, Paige brings a knife, which is already filled with blood, cleans it before doing it.
You fucking better.
Who knows what kind of diseases Paige is carrying?
Exactly. Probably tobacco actives,
Wizard aids.
wizard aids.
Man's probably just got a bunch of hallucinogenics just in his blood now.
Yeah, your blood is a
Probably.
controlled substance.
Ah,
You know,
that
I
is
do
great.
still have some of those mushrooms from when you were tripping balls forever ago.
I still have one in my inventory.
I have 4.
4?
Yep, I have 2, actually. So yeah, Paige. Paige takes a chunk of flesh from Krell.
Krell's gonna be tripping balls for a while just to ignore that this is happening.
You're getting high at your mom's place.
Technically, it's my place.
I
She
mean-
just watches over it.
I mean, that's
'cause
what
I'm
I
not
did
here
the
a
other
lot.
day. It's not that big a deal.
By the way, Paige is casting the ritual of 1 hour. Is him basically looking at the jar, and then after like almost an hour, he just says a few words that he was shortening the spell the whole time.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, one of Paige's things was he always makes his spells super, super simple to do. Man, you should have seen the dragon in there. It's fucking enormous.
What?
Yeah, there's a big purple dragon in there.
Oh boy.
It's got one really big eye right in the center of its face, and just this big, massive yellow horn sticking out the back of its head. It's wild.
I feel like this is a reference I should know.
Well, it's a very old song from before your time.
Oh. I don't know. To me, it sounded like you just described a fucked up Spyro the Dragon.
Let me...
man.
I get to sit around for another 5 hours waiting to get my magic back.
Make sure this is the right version. I'm so tired of seeing fucking ads for this shit.
Use a net block.
Ads for what?
Fucking Timo.
Oh my god, yes! They're so fucking annoying.
Alright, it's the right version. Give me a minute.
You fuck such like a some of bullshit drop shipping. Ooh,
It's pretty much the
We
new
saw
version of
it.
Wish.com.
we're selling Nintendo Switches for $7. No, you're fucking not.
It's gonna be like $82 in shipping, bare minimum.
Or you do find one for $7 and it comes as a brick.
Yeah.
I was watching a thing where somebody actually bought it, and it was like Hong Kong region locked.
19100 flying purple people. What the fuck is this?
It's from way before your time.
What the?
I'm old, okay?
Old man.
Oh my god. I don't even want to touch that with a 10-foot pole.
It's a joke song.
Oh, gotcha. I figured as much. I'm looking at it,
It's just
and
goofy.
I gotta tell you,
It's-
I didn't look at this and think that's a real, genuine, like, heartfelt piece of music.
Goofy music for being goofy. But it really describes what Krell saw in there, so. Why that randomly popped into my head while Krell was in there tripping on hallucinogenics is beyond me, but, yeah, we get to live with that information now.
So Paige sees reality whenever he's high, and Krell sees
Just
weird animals.
Krell sees into, just the entity that is chaos itself.
Perfection. We still have to figure out what Hansel and Wood see.
But neither of them need to eat.
I don't need to eat, but I can.
I don't think Woots... I think Woots has got two different things that says he doesn't need to eat. Man can sustain himself off the dew of a single leaf petal.
Ah.
And that is a much newer reference.
And I still don't get it.
It's Kung Fu Panda, my guy.
Yeah.
I
I was
have
trying to think what the second part to it. It's like a dew and then like a thing of green or some kind of bean.
have not seen the movie in probably, I don't know, when did it come out?
I feel like 2011, but I could be wrong.
That can't be right. 2011?
I could be very wrong, but it feels right.
That cannot be right.
What I'm more surprised that you actually saw a movie.
Well, it's an animated movie.
Kung Fu Panda came out in 2008. The second one was 2011.
See?
So yeah, it's been when I was 4 years old when it came out. So it's been 14 years since I saw the movie. All right, give me a break. I've never seen the second one.
You can
I
skip the
saw
third
bits
one.
and I saw
Hey.
bits and pieces of the third one, and apparently there's a fourth one coming out next year.
Dear God.
Do they
So
fine?
I don't know how they keep finding more things to use.
Oh,
But honestly, it's one of their better. It's one of their better franchises. So
yeah. I
I'll
mean,
let
it even
them
got
have
a fucking spin-off TV show.
it did.
Yeah.
Actually, that sounds about right. What was it on, Nick?
I think it was on Cartoon Network.
Yeah. DreamWorks. Wait, does DreamWorks make Madagascar too? Because that had a TV show on Nick.
Sounds about right. That might have been Nick. I don't know.
Oh my god, Gibbs. Seriously, man. You gotta chill out.
Who the hell knows? I'm not gonna bother to look it
knows?
up. Alright, it's Woots' turn to get shanked.
And that
So-
How much flesh? How
so
much
because
flesh
it's
do
the
you need?
next one, that means it's a lot later.
How much do you
About
need?
Oh, we're just time
The
skipping
big
around
inch
at
of
this
flesh?
point.
Hey, what?
Yeah, so I have my slot back, which means I can do my next legend lore.
I have a cubic inch of flesh, please.
We'll save Legend Lore for next time.
My dog is Gibby, seriously, man. You gotta fucking chill out. What's wrong with you?
So yeah, where do I find flesh in woods?
Where? Gibbs.
I think you have to, like, start disassembling Woots to get to some
You're not
flesh.
okay. I'm not sure how I feel comfortable about being disassembled, but I'm gonna like.
Paige gets a screwdriver now. Don't worry about it. It's probably fine.
Just get the first, like,
Maybe there's
lower,
like.
lower torso panel off and, like, 8 feet of intestine fall out.
Well, you see, this is normal in bodies.
Of course, Woots
but-
doesn't feel a damn thing.
What?
Also,
Oh my
weird
God,
science
what the-
fact: doctors will actively not put your organs back where they're supposed to before closing you up, and your body will just put them back for you.
What?
Yep,
No.
your organs can rearrange themselves inside your body.
I hate
I. That's very
The
interesting,
human-
actually.
the
What
human
the
body is a
fuck?
Cronenberg monster,
We are an eldritch
only-
horror.
but only on the inside.
That is one of my favorite medical facts, and I love it.
Anyway, Paige just takes a flash from somewhere around there and closes.
Just takes the spare kidney
My-
that Woots will never use.
Exactly.
I think, yeah, honestly, I think I would let out an entire, like, you know how, like, Paige said something, and then, like, Krill kind of made a noise. I think Woods would just, like, because the door's shut, just to freak, like, Hansel out. I think I would let out, like, a high-pitched, like, metal scraping noise, just to terrify him from the side of the door. And just go quiet.
Just like that loud white static noise that used to come on at like 2 in the morning when TVs
Yeah,
just
when
stopped.
networks would stop broadcasting.
Yeah, when they'd stop broadcasting, you just get that absolutely loud shriek that if you fell asleep with the TV on, you'd be immediately woken.
Yeah. Not a lot of channels had that when I was growing up, but some did. It's mostly news stations.
Yeah, now every news station is just 24 hours broadcasting the same thing every 15 minutes on loop. Unless something crazy happens.
Which is unfortunately all the time.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I've got a second casting of Legend Lore to do.
We will get to that next time.